Good morning, and welcome to the Class of 2025 Recognition and Awards Ceremony. Today, we will listen to a success, recognize your successes, and send you off for future success. At this time, I would like to ask you to being performed by our senior ensemble. As mentioned, today is your 2,160th day of school and your last day as a student at Defiance High School prior to receiving your diploma. The road that you have traveled hasn't been easy, but your experiences and your successes have prepared you for what lies ahead. I recall meeting with you all 4 years ago and telling you to experience everything that Defiance High School had to offer, as it will help you fail and succeed. And in the end, it will help you grow into becoming a young adult. You came into our building as a young teenager, and you sit here now as that young adult, ready to leave and spread your wings. As you finish off your final day, I want to remind you one last time to embrace what Defiance High School has to offer, from the hallways to the people that fill them. Take advantage of this last opportunity to say thank you, goodbye, and give a hug. When you leave today, your future begins. Today, we are honored to welcome home a Defiance High School alumni and a Defiance High School Academic Boosters Club Hall of Fame inductee, Mrs. Ashley Hornish. At this time, I would like to welcome Defiance High School Academic Boosters incoming president, Brooke McCarrier, to the stage to introduce Mrs. Hornish.
Hello. Oh, sorry. Seeing you guys. Sorry. Good. Okay. 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 I'm Brooke McCarrier. I had the privilege of going to school with Ashley Hornish, who is this year's 2025 inductee into the DHS Academic Hall of Fame. From the time I met Ashley in first grade at Spencer Elementary School in 1988, until graduating with her in 2000 from DHS. Until today, I have never met a kinder, more hardworking human. When we were young, we went to church together. We played sports together. We went to school together. And her work ethic is the one thing that I remember more than anything. When we were freshmen here at DHS, we played basketball together. And I was so irritated every practice and game because Ashley was always around the ball when the good stuff was happening. Like, she would get steals and she would score and always getting the rebounds. And I was like, God, I want to do that. And so I asked the coach one day, like, why is she so good? And he's like, Brooke, it's simple. She works hard and she hustles. You should try it. And I was like, okay. And I quit the next year. I didn't want to. But all I could do is agree with them. She just hustles and works hard. And still to this day, she's hustling and she's working hard. Ashley's goal in life at Spencer Elementary was to go to space, to be an astronaut. And she just kept working and working. And we all kind of thought, okay, well, here she is. She is the head exhibit designer for the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. It's the perfect representation of hard work pays off. You will never be mad if you work hard. I'm so honored to introduce one of my best friends, Ashley Daly Hornish, to you all as the newest addition to the DHS Academic Hall of Fame. Congratulations, guys.
Brooke, I think you're misremembering how terrible, I had a very terrible left-handed layup, so somehow that all fits into that. I think that's true. Right hand, I was okay. Left hand, not so much. Yeah, you'll see in the photos, some photo of the basketball team, and we had a lot of success, and it was a lot of fun. So, Brooke, thank you so much for that introduction. And Mr. Jerger, over here, thank you also for inviting me to speak, and DHS is in good hands. For better or worse, I joke that Defiance is my #1 vacation destination. Since I get back quite a bit to see my family, pretty much everyone in DC who knows me knows about Defiance. It's a very memorable name. Seniors, you look great. Congratulations, you did it. And I'm very honored to be standing in front of you all today, especially since I hear that there are several seniors who have parents that graduated with me 25 years ago. And I think those parents might remember this, which is our class of 2000 senior edition of the banner. All right, quick check for the seniors. Do you guys still print out your banner? Yeah, I'm seeing no's. Okay, I am that old. Thank you for confirming. Anyway, I was looking back in what I said in here. What was my favorite food? Bacon cheeseburgers. Favorite movie? Star Wars. What bugs me? Salina. Some in the crowd will definitely understand that one, yeah. And then it asked, what are your plans for next year? And what are your plans in 10 years? I was very specific with my next year plans. I said I would attend Ohio Northern University, major in graphic design, play volleyball, and run track. And yep, that all happened. But my response for what I would be doing in 10 years was, can't say for sure. Can't say for sure. As a graduating senior like you, I had no idea what I would be doing in 10 years. That was so far in the future. So much could happen in a decade. Little did I know, when I was sitting in my royal blue cap and gown, that 10 years later, I would have a job that would closely connect to my first real passion as a kid growing up in Defiance, as Brooke mentioned, space. But first, let's take a trip to the halls of Spencer Elementary School, back in the old days when there were 4 separate elementary schools in town. As a kid, I really wanted to be an astronaut and was obsessed with all things space. According to a third grade paper I wrote titled My Future, I wanted to be, quote, the first person and lady to walk on a planet, specifically Mars, end quote. My hero was Sally Ride. She was the first American woman in space. But, I got older, and over time that dream faded. Instead, I started to lean towards a career in art. Part of the reason I decided to go to Ohio Northern was because they had a graphic design program, which seemed like a practical form of art that might actually lead to a job. Plus, I had really enjoyed the computer arts class I took at DHS. Listen, computers were much more primitive back when I was in school. I grew up with dial-up, dot matrix printers, and kilobytes, not giga, not tera, kilobytes of memory. But here's the important part. My freshman year, ONU started a brand new minor program in museum studies. That's not a common course of study at most universities. I thought it sounded intriguing and way more interesting than a business minor. So I signed up and was in the first class to go through the program. I felt an instant connection to the coursework, and it opened a whole new realm of career possibilities that I had never even considered. I still didn't really know where it might take me, but I knew I was on to something. After graduating from Ohio Northern with a graphic design degree and museum studies minor, I moved back to Defiance. I still had that can't say for sure mentality. I just needed a job. After a stint substitute teaching, where I very quickly realized that I would never follow in my mom's footsteps as an elementary school teacher, definitely not for me, I secured a graphics job at the Crescent News designing ads. That job was great because I was able to build my skills as a graphic designer. But soon, a museum-related opportunity presented itself. I was asked by Randy Buckman, Defiance's city historian at the time, to work part-time for him on a big project. He told me that a Defiance native named Andrew Tuttle had passed away and left the city his large collection of Native American artifacts, coins, stamps, and military memorabilia, with the plan that it would become the basis of a local museum. Mr. Buckman needed someone to go through it all and record everything in the collection, box it up in archival materials, and create some exhibits. Did I know what I was doing? Kind of. I figured it out as I went, learned a lot talking to other local museums, and I'm proud of the groundwork I laid for the full-fledged museum that is the Andrew L. Tuttle Memorial Museum today, and you should all go visit if you haven't already. Working with the collection made me realize that this was the type of work I wanted to do, but I needed to learn more. So after spending about 3 years back in Defiance, figuring things out, I decided to take the plunge and go to grad school at the George Washington University in Washington, D.C. to get my master's in museum studies. Okay, quick show of hands. Who's been to Washington, D.C. before? Okay, a few hands. If you have, there is a good chance you visited at least one museum. DC is full of museums, so it was the perfect place to get my museum studies degree. I really threw myself into my classes. I wanted to learn everything. In my second year, I needed to find an internship. I was hoping to find something where I could do graphic design for museum exhibits. But while reaching out to find opportunities, I got a response that made me feel like I had the rug totally pulled out from under me. A person at an exhibit design firm where I had applied told me that I was in the wrong grad school program to get the kind of exhibit design job I was looking for, and she was not going to consider me for an internship. With no other prospects, I started questioning everything. Why was I paying a ton of money to go somewhere that might lead to a dead end? How could I have screwed this up? Am I ever going to find a worthwhile internship? I felt total despair. But in my lowest moment, I got lucky and met the person who would become my mentor. She saw potential in me and brought me on at the Air and Space Museum as an intern. She gave me a chance and restored my confidence that I was on the right path. That internship was the key for where I am today. When a full-time position for an exhibit graphic designer at the Air and Space Museum opened up, as I was graduating from GW, I was perfectly poised to apply, and I got the job. I happened to be in the right place at the right time for an amazing opportunity. That was almost 16 years ago, and it turns out that it's the perfect job for me. But there was no way I could have known that sitting in my cap and gown, waiting to get my diploma. And this is how my astronaut dreams have come full circle. Remember I mentioned that Sally Ride was my grade school hero during my astronaut days? After she passed away in 2012, her partner donated a bunch of her things to the museum. I got to design a big case full of Sally Ride's belongings that represented different aspects of her life. In addition to being an astronaut, Sally was an educator, a talented athlete, and a scientist. My favorite artifacts in that case were her astronaut badge and her flight checklist, her tennis racket, and her aviator helmet from when she flew T-38 jets. And right now, I'm working on an exhibit called Futures in Space that will include her t-shirt from when she was an astronaut candidate. My job has really allowed me to lean back into my love of space without actually having to go to space. It turns out that I'm not really cut out to be an astronaut. Who wants to spend 9 months in a spacecraft just getting to Mars? Not me. So working at a space museum is definitely a better career for me. To wrap up, I want to tell you one more Defiance story. But before I recount this embarrassing tale, there's just one thing you need to know. And you might remember me mentioning earlier that in our senior edition of the banner, I was not a fan of Salina. In fact, I hated Salina. And the details of this story are a bit hazy in my mind, but I think this is what happened. It was the Palmer Relays, my junior year, and I was the leadoff runner for the 4x400 relay. We just needed to finish the race to win the meet and beat Salina. That was the only thing I cared about, and I was laser focused on making sure we beat them. So the starter says, "On your mark," and I get into the blocks, and then all of a sudden, my friend who was holding my blocks says, "Ashley, where's your baton?" I then realized I was so focused on beating Salina and winning Palmers that I had completely forgotten to pick up a baton, which would have meant we would have been disqualified because I would not have been able to pass the baton on to the next person. I jumped up and waved my arms at the starter, who mercifully allowed me to take a walk of shame to go get a baton. We did end up winning the meet, but to this day, I still think about what lessons I took away from that near disaster. Number one, I still hate Salina. Number two, I make a lot of lists because I clearly cannot be trusted to remember stuff without writing it down. And number three, the big picture takeaway is don't get so focused on something shiny that you lose sight of important things along the way or miss opportunities that might arise. It's totally okay if you look into your future and say, I can't say for sure where you're going to be in 5 or 10 years. What's important is to put yourself in places and situations where opportunities can find you. And who knows, your dream job might not even exist yet. There's no better time than now to try new things, get out of your comfort zone, find a mentor, travel, and figure out what you like and what you don't like. Defiance High School has given you the tools. Now it's up to you to decide how to use them. And always remember, if your path takes you away from Defiance, you too can make Defiance your #1 vacation destination. So thank you very much. Best of luck, seniors. You got this. Good job.
At this point in the program, we will start to give out the scholarships and awards that many of us have earned. Before we get started with that, I would like to say that through the year I've gotten to know and to listen to some of your stories, and I really, as a whole, I've been very blessed to get to know some of you, and I think that you have a bright future in front of you. You have shown so much politeness and care for each other, and despite all the craziness that's going on in the world, as a whole, your class seems, seems to be full of hope that things really are on the right track and getting better. And that gives old codgers like me a lot of hope myself. So thank you for that. We'll start off with the scholarships today. The first scholarship we're going to give this morning is the Deborah S. Maxey Memorial Scholarship in memory of Deb Maxey, who was a teacher at St. John's Lutheran and wife of Steve Maxey, who is a teacher here for Defiance City Schools. This is awarded to students who attended St. John's Lutheran School for at least 3 years. This year, the winners are Evan Beecher and Levi Goff. The Franklin B. Walter Scholarship is based on outstanding academic achievement, extracurricular activities, and community involvement. It requires writing an essay as well as creating a tribute to a teacher who has made a major impact on the student's life. This year's teacher who was recognized was Mrs. Lamb, and the winner of the scholarship is Kendall Nolan. The next 5 awards this morning are selected by the faculty and staff here at Defiance High School. The Citizenship Award is given to students who have consistently shown a deep concern for peers, school, and community. This year, the faculty has chosen Avery McCarrier and Dylan Johnson. The Good Manners Award is presented to students who have demonstrated kindness and respect not only to their peers, but to all adults in and out of Defiance High School. This year, the winners are Ellie Stack and Cody Shaw. The Michael Struble Bulldog Spirit Award is awarded to students who have consistently inspired classmates to show the great Bulldog spirit during school hours and extra functions for which DHS is so well known. This year, the winners are Lily Whiteford and Dylan Johnson. The Defiance chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution Good Citizen Award is awarded to a student who embodies the ideals of dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism. This year, the scholarship goes to Logan Hutchinson. The Shining Star Award is presented to a student who has exceeded the classroom goals that were set at the beginning of the year. This year, the winner is Matthew Gambler. For the second year in a row, the Ohio Department of the Higher Education has had what is called a Governor's Merit Scholarship for every public high school in Ohio. It's a $5,000 renewable scholarship awarded to the seniors graduating in the top 5% of their class and attending a college or university in the state of Ohio. Our recipients this year, and please hold your applause to the end, are Ava Cullen, Joe Hasselbring, Amanda Hayner, you can come up when I call your name, and receive a certificate and a handshake. Amanda Hayner, Carly Hoffman, Emerson Hornish, Dylan Johnson, Max Priest, Kendall Nolan, Eliza Ramirez, and Aubrey Wolford Garcia. The Eagles Excellent Award is sponsored by the Fraternal Orders of Eagles number 372 for community service as well as the development of mind, spirit, and character. This is a $1,000 scholarship. This year, awarded to Emma Hooper and Brock Hamilton. A new scholarship this year is the Heart of the Community Scholarship, presented by the Moose International. This year, Lynn Ziffel. The Jim Thomas Country, Community, and Companionship Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior entering any branch of the United States military. This scholarship is in memory of Defiance native Jim Thomas. This year's recipient is Henry Hoffman. The United States Marine Corps annually recognizes students for outstanding performance, leadership, and work ethic in the areas of academics, music, and athletics. The United States Marines Distinguished Athlete Award this year goes to Carly Hoffman and Joey Robinson. And both the Scholastic Excellent Award and the Semper Fidelis Award for Musical Excellence goes to Zephyrin Starr. The Defiance Rotary Club Presidential Scholarship is awarded to students who show great service to others, promote integrity, and work to advance goodwill and peace in our community. The winners are selected seniors attending Ayersville, Defiance, Fairview, and Tenora High Schools. This year, we have a recipient from Defiance. Nolan. The Defiance Area Foundation oversees and awards annually scholarships with various criteria. They work very hard at supporting our community and our youth. This year, Defiance High School has been a pilot school in implementing a common application system where the scholarships are made accessible by allowing one applicant, and it could apply to as many scholarships simultaneously. The following 4 scholarships are awarded to students who are entering the field of education. Winning the Claude W. Hinkle Scholarship is Carolyn McDonald and Breslin Zipfel. Also winning the Ann Melton Memorial Teacher Scholarship is Carolyn McDonald and Breslin Zipfel. And while he's up here, the Ray Marshall Memorial Scholarship and the Marie Kauser Memorial Scholarship also go to Breslin Zipfel. The Defiance High School Tennis Scholarship is awarded to a girl who participated in the sport of girls tennis a minimum of 3 years, lettering a minimum of 2 years, and maintain a cumulative GPA of at least 3.0. This year, the winner is Maria Chavez. The Jordan C. Shirey Memorial DECA/Soccer Scholarship is awarded to a male and a female who showed leadership and great character while participating in DECA and/or soccer. The Soccer Scholarship goes to Joseph Hasselbring and the DECA scholarship goes to Avery Carrier. The Kurt and Mary Campy Scholarship was established to encourage students to attend college or trade school and provide financial assistance to help further their education in the field of their choice. This year, the scholarship goes to Aisha Dial. The Virginia Lenhart Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a student who strives for academic excellence and is poised to make a positive impact on the future. This year's winner is Kendall Nolan. The Defiance College Scholarship is awarded to a high-achieving graduating senior in Defiance County who is attending Defiance College. We are proud this year that the winner is from Defiance High School, and this scholarship is awarded to Abel Rubio. The Richard and Emma Jean Stork Scholarship. Richard and Emma Jean understood the importance of the relatively new medical field of radiology. This scholarship will provide financial assistance to Defiance High School graduates who are pursuing a career in radiology. The three winners this year are Haley Kiersey, Samantha Hohenberger, and Emma Hoover. The Melton Family First Generation Scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior who is pursuing higher education and is the first in their family to do so. This year's recipient is Carly Hoffman. The Garrett Nixon Football Scholarship is awarded to a football player who displayed leadership by motivating his teammates to achieve their absolute best. This year the award goes to Breslin Zitful. We'd like to give many thanks to the Defiance Foundation for all of their work in promoting and overseeing all of these scholarships. The next scholarship is given by the Defiance Area Chamber of Commerce. The Defiance Area Chamber recognizes the importance of higher education. After a very competitive process of applying and interviewing, the following seniors have been awarded this scholarship: Aisha Dial, Dylan Johnson, and Emma Tackett. The ProMedica Defiance Regional Hospital Scholarship is awarded to a student entering the field of medicine. This year we have two winners, Emma Hoover and Dylan Johnson. The Laura Punches Scholarship of Defiance High School graduate Laura Punches, who was very active in band and golf. This scholarship is awarded to senior varsity girl golfers and senior band members furthering their education. This year, the winners are Jacob Schnittke, Brock Hazelton, Levi Goff, George Aguilar, Lily Whiteford, Joe Hasselbring, Evan Beecher, and Aubrey Wolford Garcia. The Voice of Democracy Scholarship is awarded to the winner of an essay contest based on a patriotic theme. This year, along with winning the scholarship, she won first place. This is Alyssa Ritchie. The Ohio Army National Guard Scholarship is awarded to students joining the Ohio Army National Guard. This scholarship pays 100% college tuition to any state university in Ohio. This year, Defiance High School is proud to announce that the recipient of this scholarship is Sam Majors. So on behalf of Defiance High School faculty and staff, we would like to thank everyone who made it possible for these students and congratulate everyone who, in one way or another, was awarded them. At this time, we would like to acknowledge the students who have dedicated the rest of their lives to serving our country. As United States citizens, we all have freedoms and rights that have come at a great cost to many people before us and many who are still among us. At this time, we would like to recognize, honor, and thank the members of our graduating class who have already committed to serving our country. Applaud when the list is complete. Zane Bland, the Marines. Braden Cass, Air Force. Ashton English, Marines. Nicasio Hall, Air Force. George, Air Force. Herbert, Marines. Anthony Fernandez, Marines. Henry Hoffman, Army. Maya Homeyer, Army. Samuel Majors, Army National Guard. Julian Mata, Marines. Amaya Rowland, Army. Malachi Simmons, Marines. Zephyrin Starr, Marines. Anthony Wilder, Air Force. We thank you in advance for your service to the United States of America. As we transition into the academic department awards, we'd like to take back a little bit and remember when you were taking algebra or Spanish in the 8th grade, all right? Or bring into your mind some of those memories of way back in junior high, a long time ago. And as you fast forward through, think of every time that you received a grade card. There's 7 people in your class who every time you served quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four, semester one, semester two, every time there was nothing but an A in that little box. That's quite an accomplishment. It's about 182 A's at least. When you go to college, you get maybe 40 times in your whole college career. When you're in high school, you get screwed by like, really? So these are the people who recognize for having career all A's. It's Joe Hasselbring, Amanda Hayner, Carly Hoffman, Emerson Hornish, Dylan Johnson, Max Keck-Priest, and Kendall Nolan. Career all A's. Now we will announce the department awards, each department here at Defiance High School. The first department that we'll announce is from the mathematics department. In a moment. Each department at Defiance High School selects the top student in their respective disciplines. The mathematics department chooses Max Keck-Priest. The social studies department chooses Max Keck-Priest. The science department recognizes Kendall Nolan. The marketing education department recognizes Brock Hazelton. The English department recognizes Aubrey Wolford Garcia. The art department has chosen Emily Finch. The Family and Consumer Science Department, Dynasty Lee. The World Language Award for French goes to Aubrey Wolford Garcia. And Spanish goes to Isaac Baird. The Computer Science Department would like to recognize Logan Hainel. Our student council president for this year has been Dylan Johnson. For band, there are 3 awards. The Sousa Award goes to Joseph Hasselbring. The Vince Polsey Award goes to Brock Hazelton, Henry Hoffman, and Casey Kruger. And the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award goes to Joseph Hasselbring. finally, in the choir department, there are 3 awards. The Director's Award goes to Alexia Cruz. The Jim F. Step Award goes to Haley Kiersey. And the Outstanding Performer Award goes to Aubrey Wolf. At our graduation ceremony, we will recognize graduates individually who have earned various levels of academic achievement and scholarships. In the interest of time this morning, we will acknowledge all of you together by having you stand. If any student who has earned the following achievements will please stand for a round of applause. If you have earned an honor diploma or the member of National Honor Society, please stand at this time. You will be recognized individually at the graduation ceremony itself. Thank you for your attention.
Good morning. My name is Dylan Johnson, and I've had the honor of serving as the 2025 Student Council and Class President. It's great to see and not what page we're on. But today, none of us are here to talk about deadlines or announcements. We're here to celebrate a journey that we've taken together. Before I go any further, I want to take a moment to sincerely thank our educators here at Defiance High School. Your choices and commitment to excellence in education have created the opportunity for students here at DHS to succeed. To our teachers and staff, thank you from the hearts. You believed in us when we didn't believe in ourselves. Your encouragement, kindness, and unwavering support have made a lasting impact on our lives. We will carry your lessons with us, not just in our minds, but in the people we become. Given that today there is so much attention on the future, I want today to be about looking back. I want you to think about your first days at Defiance High School, getting on the bus for the first time, your second grade best friend, getting clipped down, getting clipped up, the mega event, opening your locker for the first time, switching classes by yourself, playing cool math games during free time, logging on to Google Meet for class, getting to high school and having class with an upperclassman, driving to school for the first time, elaborate prom itineraries, and last days, which brings me to today. I want all of you to remember that everything that I just mentioned were done with the people sitting next to you. For the last 12 plus years, we've shared countless unforgettable memories and experiences. But as we sit here talking about our past, we will always carry the memories of the people who cannot share this moment with us. Grandparents, aunts and uncles, siblings, friends, and especially Liam. As we move forward into the next chapters of our lives, let's not just strive for success, but for meaning. Let's love fiercely, live presently, support one another endlessly, never take a day for granted. Honor the people we've lost. That's how we carry them with us. Here's to every memory we've made within these walls, every person we've loved, and every moment that's led us here. To my classmates, thank you for making this experience unforgettable, and best of luck in the future. Thank you.
As mentioned earlier, embrace the day, say your goodbyes, and give out some hugs. As Mr. Morton just said, class dismissed.